Welcome to Techstination. I'm Fred Fishkin, and joining me is Kenny the Jet Smith. Thank you for joining me, Kenny.
Thanks for having me, Fred. Appreciate you having me.
Well, if you're wondering what the kids should be doing this summer, how about a little basketball? and Kenny's taking the idea of a basketball camp, which you've been involved in for a long time, I think, Kenny, and going virtual with it. Wow.
Yeah, well, during the quarantine and social distancing, I have basketball camps that were canceled. My kids go to camps that were canceled. And I was like, this is, why should quarantine and social distancing stop you from being a better player and developing just the actual activity if you love the game? And so what I did is just created a virtual basketball camp where you can work on any device, as long as you have cell service or Wi-Fi. You can do it on your laptop, you can do it on your pad, you can do it on your cell phone, and you just go anywhere. And we basically, myself, and I instituted Trey Young, who's an NBA All-Star, Kemba Walker, 4-time NBA All-Star. I have Victor Oladipo, 2-time NBA All-Star, Breanna Stewart, WNBA MVP, Sue Bird, MVP of the league. And we basically become your personal trainer for 2 hours of the day. And you become part of this community and you get to work out and you just press on and it's live. So you can actually put in your questions, you can upload your videos, get critiques on them by our counseling staff. And I just thought it was a necessary thing because, I just don't trust my son who's 12 to be at a traditional camp yet, to social distancing and washing his hands. And this is the alternative to him still enjoying the game and now doing it with some of the NBA and WNBA's greatest.
It really sounds awesome. So some of this is live, and is there also on-demand content for the kids?
Yeah, after we do our live session, it does live on demand. So you could go back and watch it, or if you missed it, you do have a family function, or you're eating dinner, or you're eating breakfast and we all want to be together, you could go back and watch it. But it's for a live session because, when I was growing up, Fred, I could pop in a tape of Billy Blanks and I'd do the workout, and that's how I consumed information. But our kids, they consume and produce information live. They want reaction live. They want to see everything happening as it's developing. So that's what was really thought of the process of make sure you're being live.
Yeah, I guess the tough part is that unlike other camps, you're not actually out there having kids playing against each other and seeing what their game is like and correcting things. That's a little tougher to do under the circumstances.
Well, we say in the NBA, we had a saying that in the winter is when teams are made, but in the summer, players are made. So you get the chance to just work on your game in the summertime. In the winter, you're working with the team. So this is the time that you don't need to actually be playing. You need to actually be working on things that you skill set. I need to handle the ball better basketball myself. I need to shoot better myself. I need to become a better passer myself. And what I was talking to one of the players, Kemba Walker, and he has this famous move where he dribbles and he pulls back and the guys fall on the floor. And I'm like, well, Kemba, you're going to show us that move, right? And he's like, yeah, we'll do that in the camp. I said, but no, you got to tell us why and when you use it. So those are the different thought process that is in the NBA 4-time All-Star. We can't get that anywhere else. Why do you do that? And when do you use it? I could show a drill, or Fred, you could show a drill, but we can't tell when and why to do it all the time. And I think that's the separating factor of what this camp does.
Terrific. Now, what's the age range that you're shooting for here? And obviously boys and girls these days.
Right, it's boys and girls because I thought it was important to have the WNBA represented. And that's why we have the MVP, Breanna Stewart. We have, Brittany Griner, All-Star, perennial, and we have more to come. But I think the age is probably anywhere from 6 and up, 6 years old and up. And then we have like modified versions, just like when you see a workout video, you'll see someone doing push-ups. So if you see someone doing a ball handling, we have a modified version of that if you're younger, and you could see it as it's developing live in the screen.
What were the biggest challenges for you in trying to put this together as a virtual camp?
I think the biggest challenge was, man, I don't even know if it was a challenge. It was like, how do I get it out fast enough? Because the demand is here. We need that now. More states are closing. People are really becoming more conscious of social distance. They're reclosing. People are tailing back on the social interaction. I don't know of a basketball camp that is actually performing right now. I don't know any that on a consistent basis. So we just thought it was a real needed service.
Yeah, I guess we can only hope the game is going to be back in high schools and colleges and the pros, obviously, in the months to come.
Yeah, and we hope that it's back. We can see that it will be back, but I think this is a sustainable business in the fact that, even like I have a camp at University of North Carolina every year, and pretty much it's East Coast kids and Carolina kids. Now, if I'm from New York, I could stream in and be part of the morning sessions, which is non-competitive. I could be part of the drill work and skill work anywhere in the world, around the world actually, and be part of it.
Well, Kenny, I mean, you've got 2 NBA championships on your fingers or under your belt. How much of this are you going to partake in? How active are you going to be?
I'm your host every day.
All right.
Every day, I'm the host. Every day, 2 hours a day I give, and I'm there with the players. We talk about things. I ask the correct questions that sometimes, and I'm the one, like when you type in your questions, I'll be the one that says, hey, Fred, down in here, ask this question. I'll be the host. Like I'll play the role that I play now on TNT.
Yeah, I mean, that's awesome. You're getting to combine these 2 different skill sets that you've had for so many years as a broadcaster and as a player. Amazing.
Correct. And I'm excited about it. I love technology, and how do we make life easier for us in this tech world, in this quarantine time, in this social distancing time, and even afterwards? How do we make our life easier? That's what technology is all about. And the jetacademycamp.com, where you register, that's what this is about.
Where does pricing start, Kenny?
We have, if you sign up for the year, it's $29.99 a month. So basically $1 a day. That's what it would cost you to have your kids part of this program. They got the NBA players be their personal trainers. We start right there, and we're going to carry it out throughout the year. Our first roll of players are the ones I mentioned. We have more that I'm going to be announcing in the next couple of weeks, and it's just a great way to sign up. But our best pricing, our most popular is the $29 for the year and the $49 for 6 months.
Awesome. And once again, the website for parents and kids to go to?
It's jetacademycamp.com. jetacademycamp.com.
Awesome. Kenny, the Jet Smith, thank you so much for taking the time with us.
Thank you for having me.
Now this. How many companies out there have continued to innovate when it comes to building a better radio? I'm Fred Fishkin, host of Techstination, and I'm here to tell you about the new CC Skywave SSB radio from the wonderful people at C. Crane. Bob and his crew really love radio, and it shows in this new compact model that is packed with features. Beyond great AM and FM reception and sound, you can tune into shortwave signals from around the world, listen to ham radio operators, aviation, and more. It's the radio you'll turn to every day, and in emergencies. It will run for nearly 3 days on just 2 AA batteries. Pair the sleep timer with the new Soft Speaker 3, and you've got the perfect radio for your nightstand. Of course, it can wake you up too. Click on C. Crane at Techstination.com and put in the code Techstination for a free flashlight with your order. They love radio, and you'll love C. Crane.